Okay. That looks pretty good. Perfect. Hi, I'm live. Just going to update my Instagram, just so everybody knows that I'm live here. And I can't see because it's on my phone, but that looks like 9 people are watching me live here on my YouTube channel. That's great. Give me a second, I'll be able to read you guys' comments. La 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 la. I've never gone live. I mean, I've gone live before on YouTube, but not gone live doing this show. So this is like a whole new thing for me. And we're gonna make black buttercream tonight. Okay, boom, boom, done. Alrighty, let's open up YouTube so I can see what you guys are saying to me, if anything. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh, welcome all 13 people. Hello. Okay, so this is a little bit new for me. I only ever go live on Instagram. Oh my God, what's going on with my hair? I only ever go live on Instagram, so I'm like trying this out to see if this is something I want to make a regular thing on YouTube instead. I would go live on Instagram and I would do my Fake It With Me, which means I would create something that was half pre-made and everything else from scratch. So, and if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Jillian from More Cake. Yes, I'm Badass Edible Art, and I go live every Friday night at 8 p.m. now on YouTube. Hopefully, we shall see how it goes. Hopefully, I'll be able to read whatever you guys are saying. I don't know how to kind of get like the live chat going here on my YouTube, but that's okay. If you guys write a comment, I'll just squint really good and come closer to my phone. Hopefully you guys can hear me really good. If you can, I don't know, just tell me that you can hear me really good in the chat. I have super chat on, so if you guys have any questions about anything else, audio's good. Oh, look, that's my bestie right there. Hey, bestie. My best friend's on here. Hey, it's good. Okay, awesome. So let's get started. I did a vote on my Instagram and I asked everybody what they wanted to see me make live. I was either gonna make some new-ish, right? Or we were gonna make some black buttercream. Let me tell you about these lights. They're making this forehead look so shiny. So shiny, it's so weird. So yeah, and everybody voted black buttercream. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, great, everybody can hear me. Yeah, and everybody voted black buttercream, so I guess I'm gonna be making black buttercream. And I figured I can't make black buttercream. Salsa emoji, you're funny, Kenrick. I can't make black buttercream without showing you guys how I actually make my buttercream. I kind of updated what I did for my buttercream, so, because I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel where I tell you guys how I make it, where I show you guys how I make it, but I've kind of updated the way that I've made it, so we're gonna do that. So let's get started, and hopefully you guys got a pen and paper to get this, you know, recipe down. If you know me, you know I don't go by recipes, so good luck to us. I'm gonna grab a bottle of water and yeah. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. I wish I could figure this whole thing out. That I don't know why I can't see the live chat, which is so strange. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I got it. All right. So let me tell you guys what I got going on here. So we're gonna make some black buttercream, okay? And I feel like my screen is like crooked. Ugh, that's gonna be annoying, but whatever, we're just gonna deal with it. Now I've already melted some chocolate. It doesn't matter what kind of chocolate you use, okay? It doesn't matter. Now, since I'm on a new app and I'm doing something different, let me reintroduce you guys to myself, and that way you can get to know what I'm doing and who the hell I am. It's like, who is this girl baking? Okay, so my name's Jelena. I'm from More Cake Yes, I'm Badass Edible Art, and I come on every Friday with Fake It With Me to teach you guys something that is not necessarily from scratch or something super simple to make, so it helps your business run even smoother. I'm all about time because time is money, and I'm all about money, okay? Because I ain't got none, and I like to get some. So I like to teach you guys ways that you can earn some money and you know, be profitable in your baking business at home. So what we're gonna do tonight, mind you, I come on every 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm on time for everything, but I'm never on time for anything. So just make sure you look out for around about 8 o'clock, because God knows when I'm gonna be on, but it'll be around about that time, okay? Just know I got 2 kids and they come first, and if they don't go to bed, then this show don't be happening. So we're gonna make some American Crusted Buttercream first. And the American Crusted Buttercream, if you don't know what it is, it's basically just like the buttercream you get at your local grocery store on top of the cakes that they have there. And sometimes you notice like they really hold their shape and people like make flowers out of them. The reason why they call it a crusted buttercream is because if it sits long enough, so much fat is in it, it makes it crust, it makes it stiffen. So that's the reason why it's called an American Crusted Buttercream. American because it's obviously something made here in America. And there's no butter in it though, but you can put butter if you choose to. Oh yeah, I don't have the butter. Let me grab the butter. You know, I'm just running so smoothly tonight, guys. All right, got the butter. Okay, so it's up to you what kind of butter you want to put in your American Crusted Buttercream recipe. Listen, to each his own. It's not my way or the highway. I'm just showing you the way that I do it and the way that I like it and the way that my customers like it. I'm just going to use this country crock. Since this is just for tutorial purposes, this is what I use to put on my toast. Now, if it was for a cake, I would probably use a stick of butter, and it would be the non-salted one. But because I'm using this butter, I'm not going to use any salt for this recipe. All right? You guys got that so far? I hope so. Did I miss anything? Great. You have a black cake to make? Awesome, Kai Muhammad. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. So I'm going to throw all of this shortening in here. I got this shortening from Walmart. Whatever country you're in, I'm not sure. Whatever state you're in, if there's a Walmart there, hopefully there is. But I just got the Walmart Great Value brand all vegetable shortening. This is what it looks like now. It used to have a fried chicken on the front of it, but now it has nothing on the front of it. So I'm just going to throw all this in here. This recipe still will work with like a very high ratio shortening. I do not use Crisco shortening, one, because it's too stiff, and I don't know, the taste is a little weird to me. And it's too expensive. Like, this is cheap. For this giant tub, how much is this? 48 ounces. For this giant tub, it literally only costs like $2 and some change. All right? So this is what when I use one tub, this is what I call one batch. So I'm literally throwing all this in here. Hey, waste nothing. I'm going to use my standing mixer. You know, I got this sweater on like it's cold in here, and I'm hot as a motherfucker. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Buttercream. And now what I'm going to throw in here, I'm actually going to make like a little hole in the middle. It kind of helps. You don't have to. These are just little tips. I don't really do this every time because I'm a professional. No, I'm kidding. I don't really do this every time because it just takes too long to like put the hole. I'm one of those people, give me a box cake, I just throw everything in there. I don't like put one egg at a time. That just takes too long. The cake's going to bake. It is what it is. All right, so I'm going to put some, what is this? Powdered sugar. Confectionate sugar, for all those who don't know what powdered sugar is, it's confectionate sugar. And I use, again, Walmart brand. It's the cheapest brand. And this is, how many ounces is in here? Okay, where's the ounces? It's on here. Oh, 32 ounces. I'm going to end up using either 2 packs or a pack and a half, right? Oh, look at my best friend giving me money. You're so crazy, girl. Thanks, best friend. I appreciate you. You should have asked the question, and that way I would have, like, answered one of your questions or whatever. All right. Now, this is going to get kind of loud, so you're probably not going to hear me. But let me tell you pre-hand what I'm going to do. So I put some of my powdered sugar already in my mixing bowl, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly but surely add some vanilla extract. For my customers, I like to use really good vanilla extract. Leave the cheap stuff for like your, for something else for your practice, okay? For the expensive vanilla extract, I like to use that for my customers on my regular buttercream. If I'm making a buttercream that's obviously a different flavor, I don't use vanilla extract. For this purposes, because I'm showing you guys how to make regular American crusted buttercream that's going to be converted to black buttercream, I'm going to go ahead and just put vanilla in it anyways. And then also, I'm going to be putting in some almond milk. You can use regular milk. You can use water. You can use a creamer. Whatever you want to do. I used to use water, but I noticed that since I've been using some sort of milk base, it's much more creamier, much more fluffier and softer. So I'm going to use some of this. Don't ask me measurements. I go by taste and texture when it comes to my buttercream, okay? So just watch and just know that if you put in too much liquid, it's going to be it's going to be like mud. If you don't put enough, it's going to get too stiff, all right? But we want to start very slowly. Remember, you're putting in vanilla extract also. That's some liquid as well. This on. Let's not forget my butter. So for this, I would probably do 1 stick. But I'm just going to go ahead and do a good 2.5 spoonfuls, like overly spooned. Like this is overly spooned of butter, okay? When I turn it on, it's definitely going to go poof all over the place. If you got money, I'm pretty sure you got one of those like little covers. Okay. Cool. Now, I don't want to go ahead and start mixing it already because there's no liquid in there to get it going. So I'm going to put a little bit. That might not have been a little bit for y'all, but because I'm going to be adding more powdered sugar, that's a little bit for me. All right, let's turn her on. Here we go. It's on a 2. It's mixing on a 2, on a dose. I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see. All right. So it's getting all like stuck in the middle and you need to wipe your sides. You need to do this throughout the entire time that you're making your buttercream. I couldn't come up with one. Oh. Okay. So it begins to look like cottage cheese. Once it gets rid of all of the powdered sugar that was in it, I'm going to put more. I'm actually going to dump this whole bag in there. Okay. Oh, my goodness. No, stay in there. All right, you hear that? It's getting really hard to turn, so I'm going to put more liquid in. This feels like Periscope. Really? Well, welcome back to Periscope. You know, someone told me that today. Someone said that the reason why they started following me was from Periscope, and I was kind of shocked because I was like, dang, that was a while ago, and people still mess with me like that was a while ago. That's pretty cool. All right, bring you guys a little, zoom you guys in a little bit more, so that way you can see what is actually going on. You see it's gotten nice and soft and smooth in there, right? It's all silky smooth in there. But don't trust that. This tastes like crap. We're not done yet. All of that sugar has not made this sweet enough to frost the cake. Okay, come on. Open this bad boy up. If you're just joining in, hey, I'm Jelena from More Cake, yes, I'm Badass Edible Art, and I'm here on a Fake It With Me to teach you guys how to make my American crusted buttercream, and then we're gonna convert that into a black buttercream. Okay. Like, it's such a nice texture, but it's not ready yet. I'm gonna wipe the sides. You have to wipe the sides of your bowl. If you're a newbie and you don't know this and you're like, oh my God, I've always wanted a KitchenAid. It's so amazing and beautiful. Lies, all right? Lies. These things only last you so long. I mean, I have had mine for like 10 years, but the problem with it is it doesn't get like the bottom part right here. It won't reach that part. I don't know why. I don't know why. And it won't go all the way to the edge of the bowl. Now, they do sell like this extra little thing that you can add on that will scrape the bowl. But each item that adds on to this KitchenAid is like $30, $50. Like, no. I like to keep all my money in my pocket. And if I ain't got no circle cutter, then I'm just going to use like a freaking bowl or a cup. Like, I'm not going to go spend more money on stuff I don't really need. I'll just do that little extra thing of wiping my bowl off myself. So just make sure you wipe it off, because the problem is down there will be like all powdered sugar not getting mixed in. Okay, I'm going to drop some more powdered sugar in here. I told you guys I was going to use at least 1.5 full bag of 32-ounce powdered sugar. Did that make sense? 1.5 full bag of... You guys know what I mean. 1.5 bags. All right. Oh, didn't mean to hit that so hard. And see, it looks like cottage cheese, but don't worry. Trust the process. All right, got my vanilla extract. All right, you can see that it's nice and fluffy like, right? It's all creamy, right? Let me scrape the sides. I'm gonna add some vanilla extract and I'm gonna try some. But I'm pretty sure I'm not there yet. My black sweater is going to look like someone snowed on it. Okay, so I just tried that. What that tastes like is sweet vegetable shortening. That's what that tastes like. I'm gonna put a little bit this is Madagascar pure vanilla extract. This bottle is only 8 ounces. That's like a bottle I give my daughter, right? It cost me like $40 for this thing. Vanilla extract, I'm gonna need you guys to get it together because this ain't working for me. Now you can put whatever amount you want to put in there. The thing about the rule to me with powdered sugar and vanilla extract is you have to put enough powdered sugar to hold the consistency for it to be an American crusted buttercream, okay? And you can put as much extract as you want for the flavor that you're looking for. To me, I don't ever like to follow other people's recipes for the simple fact that other people's recipes may not work for what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? And maybe their taste buds aren't my taste buds. I like my buttercream to taste like the buttercream that I purchased at the grocery store, because that's what my customers like. That's what they ask for, right? They're not very much into, you know, that like, you know when you eat someone's cake sometimes and it has like this like perfume texture and flavor to it? Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work for me, okay? This is literally like high ratio, high fat, sweet as hell buttercream. And then my cake is like a simple blend of simplicity. It doesn't need much because it comes from a box. All right, so we're gonna put some more. So far I've done one full bag of powdered sugar, which is a 32-ounce bag of powdered sugar. You see how this, I don't know, what is this, 5 quarts? This is huge, $40. Hell yeah, $40. Like, can you believe that crap? It's freaking crazy. Like, who the hell got $40 for vanilla extract? All right. You see how it doesn't reach the sides? Yeah. You spend all that money on these things and they work partially. I lift it up so it can mix as the top. That's the only reason I do that. You did your first cake box mix today since forever? All right. Listen, you can't go wrong with cake box mix unless you really want to pay attention to it's 3 eggs, like a 1/4 cup of oil and a cup of water, whichever one, you know, depending on which box mix you get. I'm sure it tastes pretty good. Oh, shoot. My motto around here is we're not reinventing vanilla cake, right? That's already been perfected. But I love me a doctored up box mix. It's so soft, not good for 3D cakes. Believe it or not, if you watch any of my other tutorials that I have on here where I'm sculpting, all of those are box mix cakes. What makes a box mix even more thicker is if you add more eggs or if you add a pack of pudding, meaning like the powder of the like vanilla pudding or something like that. If you add that in, it'll make your box mix even more thicker, kind of like the texture of pound cake a little bit, but still nice and squishy. I don't even ever add the extra stuff. I just use box mix cake. It's easier if you want to do sculpted cakes with the way that the box mix is, and you just chill your cake every time you sculpt it. So I don't ever like make a specialty cake when I want to sculpt cakes. Oh yeah, all yes. The secret behind success is they don't make nothing from scratch. Not really, not really. A lot of them use pre-made, put together box mixes, which is fine. Like I like to keep all my money in my pocket, and I mean you can doctor it up. My buttercream always comes from scratch though, but you can doctor up a box mix. It's just cake flour. That's all it is. Cake flour, your self-rising flour. It's all those ingredients already put together, so you don't have to worry about it. Look how fluffy we got this, right? But there's still a lot of powdered sugar in here. So I want this to mix out. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys a little secret. So when you scrape your bowl on the sides, do not use a spatula to scrape back on the side like that, right? You don't wanna do that. What you wanna do is scrape the sides, right? Hold on, let me do that again. Scrape the sides, and then use your mixer to wipe off your spatula. Ha ha ha, genius, you're welcome. All right. I'm gonna let this mix for a little bit more. I'm gonna clean up my area. I don't like a bunch of crap in my way when I'm trying to teach. So I'm moving everything out the way, cleaning up my area, getting rid of my milk, letting that get on nice and smooth for us. All right, I'm happy with that. Nope, no. Put this away. Alrighty, so let's back it up. So normally when I go live on Instagram, all these little transitions get edited out. But since I'm live on YouTube, that can't really happen. Okay, so it takes 3 to 5 years for a vanilla orchid to reach. Vanilla orchids produce a dark brown seed pod. Okay. Thank you, Kenrick, for the history on how to make vanilla extract. We really appreciate that. Right, all right, French, coming through with the knowledge. Like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that, babe. But at the end of the day, I just want someone to hand me some vanilla extract. I don't really want to have to do it myself. Vanilla will probably get even more expensive shortage from bad weather. Yeah, I know. It's so annoying. I missed the beginning. Are you using almond milk in the buttercream? Yes, I am. I am definitely using almond milk in the buttercream. I know I'm a little crooked when I zoomed out. I apologize for that, guys. Next time I'll do better. I'm sorry. This is all new, brand new for me to be on YouTube Live. But if you're looking for the recipe, I will put... Well, you're not going to get a recipe because I don't go by recipe. I just go by taste and texture. But I will put all the ingredients I used in the description after we're finished live today. And, yeah, that's about it. Also, there'll be a link, I guess, for the vanilla extract I buy. I get it from a farmer's market, but I'm sure I can find it online. All right. I want all of this off. Okay, I need that. Thank you. All right. So I kept some powdered sugar here just in case because I don't know. I'm pretty sure, actually. I really do know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it. Turn this off. So the secret behind black buttercream is you first want to make black buttercream brown. Okay? I don't know if anybody's ever tried to make black buttercream or red buttercream or a blue, like true colors. When I say true colors, like it's a true color. Like black, it doesn't look charcoal, it actually looks black. It is that you have to first start with a different color to get the color that you actually want. Yes, that's why it looks smooth. It's smooth. It's so smooth. Look at that. It's like perfection. So you can either use food gel coloring, brown food gel coloring if you want to, and make your buttercream brown, and then you can add black to it. But what I like to do, because I don't like the taste of food gel coloring, for some reason they can't figure out how to make food gel coloring taste delicious. Do you guys see that? This is so freaking annoying. Like, what the hell? Anyways, yeah, so I like to use chocolate because chocolate makes my buttercream taste delicioso, okay? Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but what if I need black buttercream to be a different flavor and not chocolate? Well, you can go purchase either dried strawberry, like if your buttercream needs to be strawberry or something like that, you can actually purchase dried powdered strawberry. You can purchase pretty much any flavor in a powdered form online. China sells like all that shit, okay? I would use that because those flavors will take over the food gel coloring and then you won't taste those chemicals, which is Great, right? You're welcome. You're welcome for the tip. Hopefully you like that. Yeah, you want, I know it's, listen, and it's just patience. Everybody like gets so, oh, and I don't sift, did y'all notice? I don't sift shit, okay? I'm not sifting my powdered sugar because ain't nobody got time to sift no powdered sugar. I used to sift, or I'd buy powdered sugar and I'd pre-sift it in this big container. No. All that did was take up room in my kitchen. I'm not sifting nothing. And not to mention, if you're adding the right amount of liquid to it, all that, what is this? Powdered sugar, it's just gonna melt. That's all that's gonna happen. It's just gonna melt, okay? So don't like, oh my gosh, you didn't sift it, there's gonna be lumps. Child, listen, I made sure I mixed it enough. I gotta mix it again because I gotta add this chocolate to it. This powdered sugar melts when it touches liquid. So if you put enough liquid into it, you'll be fine. I'm that baker you watch that defies all the things that your grandma and your mama taught you. I don't go by that shit, okay? I go by making it fast, quick, and easy. I'm not gonna roll out 10 hours of flour to make these pretty pies. No, I'm gonna go to the store and buy a pre-made crust because ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so I'm gonna put my buttercream in this bowl. That way you guys can just kind of see the color going, right? Actually, I'm not gonna do that. No. See, that's why babe, if you're on here still, I need a clear bowl for my mixer. Okay, good, got that out of the way. So tonight, you guys are actually just gonna have to see this through my middle bowl. Because if I put this in here, I'm gonna have to do this by hand. What the hell was I thinking? I'm doing this by hand. All right. I melted some chocolate. Now, the amount of chocolate you want to use, I think that one definitely would have to be measured because if it's too much melted chocolate, what tends to happen is your buttercream will be too liquidy. And it'll kind of have that feeling of icing and not buttercream. Buttercream should be thick and fluffy and big, and something's happening on my screen. I see people me neither. You never sift? I don't sift shit. I'm just saying, Unique. I'm just saying. Buttercream. Can someone tell me something about temperature? What's the temperature? Is that what you're asking? ¿Cuánto? I feel like that's how much. I don't know. No hablo español. Only English. Anybody else understand what she's saying or he's saying? Late Valentine's present, Kendrick. Right. Sift, put a fine loose of okay, Kendrick, what are you doing? How do you have time to look up dictionary words right now? Like, what are you doing? So weird. Anyways, okay. So you don't want to put too much. I would say start with a cup at a time or half a cup at a time, okay, for your chocolate, because putting too much will make it an icing consistency. Icing meaning it'll be runny as hell, all right? And we don't want runny. We just want it to be brown, okay? You can also use cocoa powder. I've seen people use cocoa powder. I prefer the actual melted chocolate because the cocoa powder adds too much of a, you know, that gritty, powdery stuff, and I don't want to do that. Not that I haven't before. I just rather use the chocolate. So I'm just mixing this to make sure that there's no like lumps from the little chocolate pellets. I hear a baby. I hear a baby. Hopefully she falls back to sleep. Okay, so I'm going to dump some of this in here. Maybe you guys want to see that. Maybe you guys are like those, you know, weirdos that like to watch food on YouTube. That's fine. To each his own. You watch, if you're weird and you like to watch food on YouTube, that's okay. All right, so here. I'll do a little pour for all you weirdos out there. Here you go. I'm going to pour some of this chocolate all night. Look at that. Does the sound effects help? Wackos. Okay, here you go. I'm kidding. I mean, I am, but I'm not. All right, there we go. So I put some chocolate in there. That's why I have the powdered sugars, to add some more for that, you know, to make it more thicker. Okay. Turn this on. Now we're gonna make brown buttercream. going too fast. Oh, you're going too fast. All right, so you definitely need more because there's a lot of buttercream in here. I may have to do another one because I put this, if I screw up, don't worry, I'm a professional. I know how to fix it. Okay. Let's mix that up. He's my sous chef? Oh, yeah. I need a sous chef here. I need someone here. Right, chocolate with cocoa powder, I don't feel like it's chocolatey enough either. I definitely feel like it tastes and the texture is 10 times better with melted chocolate. All right, you see how it's not mixing on the top? So I like to like lift this up. Maybe I'm strange. It's just something I do. Okay, so now, this is the thing. Just to let you guys know, you can definitely add the chocolate when you're making the buttercream. Like I was showing you guys the base of the American crusted buttercream, and then I show you how I turn that into a chocolate black buttercream basically. But if you guys just want to make this, you could just add all the ingredients in at once. You don't have to like make the white buttercream and then make the chocolate buttercream. You could just make it a chocolate buttercream starting out from the jump. All right, so I'm going to give this a little bit of a hand mix to help it out. Ooh, maybe I should have cut this in half to save myself some time, child. This is a lot. That's what I'm gonna do. Genius, Jelena. I'm gonna cut it in half. Listen, I hear this baby crying. And if you guys don't know, I have these two kids that run my life. And they're in bed, but I hear one of them crying. All right. Ooh, that's gonna take me forever. Okay. So thank God I already have some pre-made black buttercream to show you guys the end result. I'm just hand mixing this to kind of get the white swirls out from it. It smells delicious. Oh, it just smells so goddamn good. Like, it's so delicious smelling. Like, I don't bake from scratch. I hardly ever make anything from scratch. But when I do make things from scratch, trust me on it, okay? Trust me on it. I remember once I gave a scratch recipe for a chocolate cake with apricot, which is one of the Fake It With Me's I did. The only difference was I didn't make that from scratch at the time, but I gave that in a Facebook group I used to run. And somebody had the nerve to go, oh, it's like so much more delicious that Hershey, was it Hershey? Unique, was it Hershey? That Hershey cake on the back of the Hershey box. I was like, what the fuck? First of all, I don't ever bake from scratch. I am telling y'all to bake this cake from scratch. Y'all telling me about some goddamn Hershey recipe on the back of the wrapper. Like, no. No, 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 no. I'm giving you a recipe my mother-in-law gave me. A chocolate French cake with apricot. To die for. Okay. Alrighty. Now, what I'm going to do, because it's not going to be brown enough. I can already tell. It's going to stay this like white creamy color. I know. Royal. You remember how that just royally pissed me off. I was like, what the hell? All these girls in here talking about this Hershey cake on the back. And then that's when I was like, don't ask me nothing if you're going to tell me about your Hershey cake and I'm telling you about this French recipe. Anyways. So here are two things you're definitely going to need. I have black food gel coloring and I have brown food gel coloring. You don't have to use the brown necessarily, but I am, just to kind of speed up this process a little bit because I'm going to need this black buttercream for later. So I have my American crusted buttercream with some chocolate, melted chocolate. I'm actually going to add some brown food food gel coloring. This is food gel coloring, okay? And this is, if you guys want to know, it's Americolor. Americolor food gel coloring, and this is their giant bottle. What is this? Their 13.5 ounce bottle. So I added some brown. Okay, I'm gonna let the mixer mix that in, and then we're gonna add some black. Bring you guys up, see what's going on in here. Clever name. Oh, you're talking about, okay. I was like, what are you talking about, Kendrick? Clever name. Okay, cool. Alrighty, stop. Okay. You see it got darker? It smells even more chocolatey. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. All right, so I'll just hand mix this a little bit. See, it doesn't ever get to like the bottom. It's so frustrating. I wish I still owned like a hand mixer. I don't really know what happened to my hand mixer. I've moved and then it's just kind of gotten lost. All right, so you see that? Look how dark that got, right? Because I added a little bit of that food gel coloring in it. If I didn't, it would have just stayed like this light brown, and I didn't want it to be light brown. I needed this dark tinted brown. Okay, so now let me give you guys a little bit of hint. I broke it. Kendrick, don't come on here telling people I broke some stuff. You know good goddamn well it was you who broke it, probably. Okay, so let me tell you guys some stuff, okay? Before we get started on the next thing. Let me get all this out my way. Now, there's a process to making black food gel coloring, okay? We've only got it to the situation where it's just chocolate food gel coloring. It's a process to making black buttercream. And we've only reached the process of chocolate buttercream. That's all we've done so far, is make chocolate buttercream. Now, these are the steps that's gonna happen. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I can't show you all those steps because it's like an overnight process. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna add some black gel, I'm gonna add some black food gel coloring to this. It's going to turn this into the ugliest gray you've ever seen. Like, you guys remember watching Little Mermaid? Can you guys still hear me? Okay, oh my God, okay. Okay, I almost full on lost it for a second. Okay, so the what happens is, if you guys seen Beauty and the Beast, what happens in the movie is that they're sitting there and they're eating all the stuff when they're singing the song, and she's sitting at the dining room table because she didn't want to eat with the Beast, and then she went down there anyways because she don't fucking listen. Like, she's so annoying. It's just so annoying. Anyways, in the movie, she like dips her hand in some goop on a tray, and it was like this gray color. It was like ugly. My point of this long story is that's what this is gonna look like when you add this, right? So my process is I add as much black food gel coloring to this as I possibly can. Okay, before it just gets to the point where it's just way too liquidy. I add a little more powdered sugar, and then and that's a little tip also. When you're making buttercream and you're making it a certain color, do not add white buttercream to it to help like thicken it up. Add the powdered sugar. The white buttercream is just gonna make it lighter and lighter. So I'm gonna end up adding some more powdered sugar to it because this is gonna make it too liquidy. Excuse me. It's gonna make my buttercream too liquidy. Then what's gonna happen, it's going to reach a color of not necessarily charcoal, but like one step close to charcoal, right? It's gonna reach that step. So when it reaches that step, I set it in the fridge, okay? The reason why I set it in the fridge is because I don't know what happens. I don't really know the real science behind it. Maybe are you science gurus out there can? But what happens in the refrigerator is somehow it coagulates. I'm just going to use that long word for y'all, right? It coagulates the formula in some manner, and it just like richens the color. I don't know how it just does. The cold just richens the color even more. So when I take it out, now the color has deepened and darkened. This process can definitely happen with it just sitting out on the counter, but it takes longer if it sits on the counter. It's much more quicker when it gets into the refrigerator. I don't know why. I'm just telling you what works. Okay? Now that I've given that long speech. All right, so I've added my black food gel coloring. We're gonna mix this bad boy up. Let you guys see what's happening. You see, it's getting to that like weird gray color. I'm gonna add some more. Remember I said adding, okay, just making sure this was black. Adding this would make this even more liquidy, so I'm gonna add some more powdered sugar to it also. It's getting darker, but it's not black. And it's not charcoal either. All right, now I'm gonna hand mix it. Okay. Making buttercream for me is very simple and quick. Making black buttercream takes forever. There's no like super quick way to make it except the way I'm showing you now. And this way you get a good tasting buttercream, a good texture, and a good color. So I'm just mixing it in to get rid of these brown streaks. It smells super chocolatey. Okay, so you see that? Look how dark that got, so much more quicker than if I didn't add the chocolate, right? If I didn't add the chocolate, all I would be able to do with white buttercream is get it to like a gray. And this is actually close enough to the charcoal color. Look at that, right? So I'm gonna actually add some powdered sugar because look how like, I've lost my fluffiness to it. It's so like droopy. So I'm gonna add some more powdered sugar and then I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes or so. Take it out and mix it by hand again to bring back some of that like fluffiness because now it's gotten a little stiff from being on the fridge. And by doing that, it will of course bring back the fluffiness, which is what I just said, but also you'll see if the color is getting rich and dark throughout the buttercream. Because what'll happen is the outside of the buttercream will be like super dark, and then when you mix it, the inside will still be light. So you want to mix it by hand. You want to do that maybe 2 times, and then cover it up, completely cover it. I would make this buttercream the day before you actually need it, okay? The day before, or even further into the future, you want to make it way before you need it, because it needs time to sit. So once it sits, it's going to get darker and darker and darker and darker. And then you're going to get black buttercream. It's going to end up being, so let me pull my black buttercream out of here so you guys can see what it's going to look like. So when I make black buttercream, okay, like I told you guys, it takes time to like make this color is so strange. It takes time to make the black buttercream. So I don't like to have to make it all the time. All right. I like to make it one good swoop and then like not have to worry about it. So I make like a lot. So I make a giant, big, huge five something container. What is this? 5 gallons. This is 5 gallons. So I like to make like a big 5 gallon, especially when I have my classes. And then I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna pull some out of here so you can see. Let's see if the camera will show you guys the difference between the colors. All right, so this is what I just pulled out of the bucket, which I've made a while back. So you see the difference in color? Just that little bit of difference in color from letting it sit longer or hitting it in the fridge. So this is like a charcoal, right? It's like a burn black. It's not even black, it's burn ashy black now. And now this is black, okay? So what I'm gonna do with this, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put more powdered sugar. I may even add some more black food gel coloring. And I let it sit in the fridge, take it out, mix it. And I am good to go. It's not that difficult. The specialty to me is the chocolate, getting it to that brown consistency. I think I saw something come up on the screen. What are you guys saying? Gel food coloring is made out of, okay, I'm not reading anything you're writing anymore, Kendrick. That was crazy fast. What was crazy fast? Have I tried to use fond dust to color buttercream? No, I've never actually used fond dust. I've never used any powdered food coloring before. I have seen people use it and I see that the color gets so like rich and beautiful, but I've never tried it. It's good? Okay, because I was about to say, what do you think? But then I see you already said it was good. Maybe I'll look into the fond dust. I wonder how using their black fond dust would do for making black buttercream. That's interesting to know. Fond dust is in powdered form so it doesn't turn into buttercream into liquid mesh. Got you. I will definitely let you know if I try it. I'll definitely go on Amazon tonight and look for fond dust or on the internet tonight to see who actually sells it. So yeah, because that would save me maybe even 10 times more time. But I know a lot of people ask me how I get my, because I do a black unicorn, which will be another tutorial coming up real quick. I do a black unicorn class, so I teach people how to make a unicorn and black unicorn. And my buttercream is so dark, it's like this velvety dark, and people always ask me. So tonight, that's what won on tonight's Fake It With Me. Even though this isn't really a Fake It With Me, this is more of a, here's how you make black buttercream from scratch. So the trick is make it into chocolate. So your food gel coloring doesn't make your buttercream taste like crap. So yeah, I think, yeah, let me back you guys up a little bit. Oh. This was fun. Fun and new and different and fun and new. And I liked it. I actually like it. Definitely gonna come on YouTube even more because it's such a different experience. And yeah, you guys like really interacted with me tonight and I really appreciate that. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Jelena from More Cake. Yes, I'm Badass Edible Art and I come on every Friday live on YouTube to teach you guys something new and different. And usually it's something that's not made from scratch, not including tonight. So we're not gonna include tonight. But make sure you guys check out all the other replays that I did on the Fake It With Me's. I've done so much more. Just check out my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification so that way you guys can get notified when I upload new videos. I upload every week. I upload Tuesday every week. I've now said it out loud and now I have to make sure I stay on that schedule. I upload Tuesday every week of a new tutorial and then I go live every week on Friday, right? So you guys get two of me. And then also, if you're not a Patreon of mine, make sure you check out my Patreon where you get exclusive tutorials and you get first dibs on all of the tutorials that I post on Tuesday. I see someone saying something. You love my background? Thank you. I built it by hand. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hashtag the sorry girls here on YouTube. Appreciate ya. I made this brick wall using their tutorial. Thanks for the gems. Oh, you welcome, bestie. I appreciate your $5. Thanks so much. I appreciate you even watching me live. And it's not like you be baking anymore, but I appreciate you coming in and watching me see how I have possibly screwed up or not screwed up someone's baking life. Yes, the set is bomb. Ain't it? I know, I like it. I have to like, I've seen this new thing on Pinterest that I really like, so I don't know. This may not be like this forever. I mean, it's definitely always going to have my drips, but something is going to change pretty soon. Hopefully. And hopefully you guys will like it then too. But we'll keep it like this for a little bit longer. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great evening. Have a great weekend. For all of you bakers out there, Friday is our Monday, so I'm pretty sure you guys are swamped with work because this weekend you guys have cakes to deliver and all of those good things. So I will check you guys out later. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram at yes_ma'am_sweets. And that's it. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to come around so I can end this. And then who knows what'll happen. You guys may have been looking at my nose until I figure out how to like turn this off. This was fun. Okay. Bye guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay. Where's the end button? Do I hit the X? Oh, my classes. You can check out my classes on my website, which is morecakeym.com. You can go to morecakeym.com. You can check out all my hands-on classes. I got pricing classes. I got classes where I teach you guys wafer paper flowers, airbrushing. It's an HBIC tour this year, Head Bitch in Charge, where I teach you guys how to be the head bitch in your business. Yes, it's over, but you can watch the replay and ask any question you need in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them because I'll be answering everybody's questions tonight because I've been getting a plethora of questions lately, so I need to answer them. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. No, I don't teach online classes anymore. Anything online will be on my YouTube channel. I teach on-hand classes now. So this year is filled with a bunch of on-hand classes and a bunch of meetups. So you guys got to check those out. We're going to have fun. This year is the year for crunkness. Okay.